wabarakatuh. Math grade 5. Today we want to review a least common multiple. Least common multiple. So what's the meaning of least common multiple? LCM. The symbol is LCM. Least common multiple LCM. Watch with me this video to review what the meaning of LCM.
السلام عليكم أستاذ.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله.
LCM. What is it and how to find it for beginners? LCM stands for least common multiple, or the lowest common multiple. The LCM is the smallest multiple that is common to two or more numbers. Since we're dealing in multiples, it won't be any surprise to know that for this, we need to know our multiplication tables. Let's say we're told to find the LCM of 4 and 6. We're going to list multiples of both these numbers, and we're looking for the smallest number that occurs in both lists, that's common to both lists, and that's the LCM. Note down 4 or 5 multiples for each number. Multiples of 4, and just list them in a line. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. And then list some multiples of 6. 6, 12, 18, 24. I see that 12 and 24 crop up in both listings, so they're both common multiples. But the LCM means the lowest or least common multiple, and the smallest number in both lists is 12. So we simply say LCM of 4 and 6 is 12. That's pretty easy, isn't it? Sometimes you'll be given a set of 3 numbers and told to find the LCM. In that case, we just go through a set of multiples for each of the numbers and find the lowest value that is common to all 3 sets. Straightforward. We'll find the LCM of 3, 6 and 10. So we list the multiples of 3, and I'm going to have to list quite a few. You'll see why. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27 and 30. And now I'll list multiples of 6. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. Notice that every multiple of 6 is also in the list of multiples of 3. But we can't pick an LCM yet because we still haven't shown the multiples of 10. So let's do that now. 10, 20, 30. I can stop listing now because 30 is in all 3 sets of multiples. So it's the lowest multiple which is common to all. The LCM is 30. The nice thing about this method is that you keep a note of the multiples as you go. So you have proof of the LCM because you can see it on the page, and that's great for revision purposes. Teachers love this method as it's so clear. Plus, you get to practice your tables and see the pattern of repeated addition on the page. Basically, it's great for your math muscles. This method is best suited to lower numbers, up to 12, since we should know those tables anyway, and that's perfect for students to start with. When we have to find the LCM of larger numbers, there's another way of doing that, and I'll show you that in a different film. Now, go and practice LCM for yourself and boost your math muscles.
Hi, Mister.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Okay,
How
so
are your dad and mom?
I'm very fine, thank you, thank you. How are you? Please put your mic in mute and listen to me, please. Okay, Rawda? Yalla, we have lesson today. Our lesson today, least common multiple. So now, what we want to learn today, we want to learn how to find the least common multiple. How to find the least common multiple. The symbol LCM. What's the meaning of LCM? L means least, C means common, M means multiple. M means multiple.
Multiple.
See with me now. You.
ده شنو يا ولد؟ ده شنو يوتيوب ده؟ هو الفاتحه فتح لنا فيلم حاجة كده اللي هو وشو
What does LCM actually mean? It's simple. It's the least common multiple. But what is the least common multiple of numbers? Some of you may already know how we can find the least common multiple of numbers. But do we know what it actually means? Let us try to understand the three words individually: least, common, and multiple. We go backwards. What is a multiple of number? Let's say we want to find the LCM of 15 and 20. Let me explain what multiple. 15 multiplied by 1. So 15 is one of the multiples. 15 multiplied by 2, 30.
ما في دخل غيري
ليش مسحتي
15 multiplied by 3 equals 45, which is also a multiple of 15. Has it multiple?
هذا في يوم ميلادك إن شاء الله بطلع من الكيكة.
Please put your voice
15
in
times.
mute. Put your voice in mute. All students, put your
Mr. Anna?
voice in mute. Yes, put your voice in mute, please.
And times 8 is 120. These are the first 8 multiples of 15. 8 multiples of the second number, which is 20. So these multiples of the number. We can see that 60 is present in both. Even 120 is present in both. 60, 120 are two of the many common multiples of 15 and 20. So now we know what multiples are. Now we get to the first word, which is least. So of all the multiples, we choose the word least. The least multiple. 15 and 20 is 60.
أستاذ ما أعرف أسمع.
LCM. But is this the way we calculate the LCM of numbers? No, it isn't.
أستاذ ما في صوت.
Are involved? It is difficult to find of each and then find the next. We have different ways we can solve for the LCM of numbers.
I said, put your voice, put your mic Any mute? Okay. So our lesson today is least common multiple. Least common multiple. Today we have three new words, vocabulary. What's the meaning of multiple? What's the meaning of a multiple? A multiple of a number is a product of the number and any other whole number Like, for example, suppose we have number 3 and number 5. When you get the product will be what? 15. 15 is multiple for 3 and multiple for 5. Multiple for 3 and multiple for 5. Then what's the meaning of common multiples? What's the meaning of common multiples? Common multiples means multiplies that are shared by two numbers. Multiples that are shared by two numbers. For example, 0, maybe 1, maybe 2, maybe 3, 5, 4.
ما فهمت شيء واحد.
Then, what's the meaning of the least common multiple? What's the meaning of the least common multiple? Least common multiple, LCM, is the least multiple other than 0. The least multiple other than 0. Why without 0? Because 0 is the common to set of multiple. 0 is LCM for all numbers. So today we have three new words. A multiple means the product of the number and any other whole number. For example, if you have 3 times 5, the answer will be 15. So we named 15 multiple for 3, multiple for 5. Now, what's the meaning of common multiple? What's the meaning of common multiple? So, common multiples that are shared by two numbers. That are shared by two numbers. For example, we have 0.
هذا أنا عندي سؤال.
سكرت على عمرك المايك ما نسمعك.
أستاذ في حد مسوي لك ميوت ما نسمعك.
ألو
أستاذ في حد مسوي لك ميوت خلاص.
مستر هو اللي سكر على عمره.
Good morning, Mister.
Okay, good morning. You listen me now, huh?
أستاذ في حد يعطيك ميوت.
Okay. طيب.
مستر كان حاط
Listen to this example. Find the LCM of numbers. Find the LCM of numbers for 12 and 15. For 12 and 15. Let's solve. What I do at the first step, take each number and find the prime factors. Not the factors, the prime factors. The prime factors. 12. As you know, 12 is equal 3 times 4. 12 equal 3 times 4. And 4 equal 2 times 2. I can write 2 times 2. I can write 2 times 2. 2 exponent 2. 2 exponent 2. Now 12 equal 3 times 2 exponent 2. This is the prime factors. Now 3 prime and 2 prime. This is the prime factors.
اسمع المات هذا مات لازم تشوف شو يسوي. حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل يا رب.
Please put your voice in mute. Put your mic in mute. Please. Okay. Now 15 equal 3 times 5. 15 equal 3 times 5. Now, what is the common factors between 12 and 15? As you see here, we have here 3 and we have here 3. So take as the first, take the common factor. So take number 3. Then take the non-common factor. Take the non-common factor. The non-common factor like 5 and like 2 exponent 2. So take here 5 and take here 2 exponent 2 means 2 times 2 means 4. Means 4. Now find the answer. Find the answer. LCM equal 3 times 5 times 4. 3 times 5, 15. 15 times 4 will be 60. Will be 60. Now, example 2. Find the LCM of numbers. We have 3 and 8. We have 3 and 8. The first step, try to find the prime factors for each number. Now, 3 is prime. 3 equal 1 times 3. And 8, as you know, equal 2 times 2 times 2. I can write as exponent 2 exponent 3. 2 exponent 3. So LCM, take the common factors. As you see here, no common factors. No common factors. Then the second step, take the non-common factors. So I can take 1 and 3 and 2 exponent 3. So I can write here 1 times 3 times 2 exponent 3, as you know, means 2 times 2 times 2 means 8. Means 8. So the answer now, 1 times 3, 3 times 8 will be 24. Will be 24. Example 3. Find the LCM of numbers for 6 and 7 and 9. For 6 and 7 and 9. So the solve, take number 6. Find the prime factors for number 6. As you know, 6 equal 2 times 3. Then take 7. 7 prime. I can write 7 equal 1 times 7. Then take 9. Then take 9. 9 equal 3 times 3 means 3 exponent 2. Means 3 exponent 2. So LCM, as the first step, take the common factors. As you see here, no common factors for all. So take the next step. The next step, take the non-common factors. So I can take 2. I have here 3 and 3 exponent 2. Take the high exponent. Take the high exponent. So take 3 exponent 2. 3 exponent 2 means 9. So take 9. Then take 7. Now find the answer. 2 times 9. 2 times 9 will be 18. Now 18 times 7 will be 126. Will be 126. Example 4. Find the LCM of numbers for these numbers 4 and 11 and 10. So the first step, take 4. Write the prime factors to this number. 4 equal 2 exponent 2. 4 equal 2 exponent 2. And 11 prime, I can write 1 times 11. And 10 equal 2 times 5. 10 equal 2 times 5. So LCM, take the common factors. As you see here, no common factors for all. So take the second step. Take the non-common factors. Take the non-common factors. The non-common factors, we have here 2 exponent 2 and 2. Take the high exponent. So take 2 exponent 2. Multiply by From here take 11, and you can take 1, no problem. And from here take 5. So I can write 2 exponent 2 multiply by 5 multiply by 11. Now 2 exponent 2 means 4. So I can write 4 times 5 times 11. 4 times 5 will be 20. 20 multiplied by 11 will be 220. 220. So 220 is LCM for these numbers 4 and 11 and 10. Example 5. Find the LCM of numbers 9 and 12 and 15. 9 and 12 and 15. The first step, take 9 and find the prime factors. As you know, 9 equals 3 times 3. I can write it 3 exponent 2. 3 exponent 2. Then take 12. Take 12. 12 equal 3 multiplied by 3 exponent 2. Because 12 equals 3 times 4 and 4 equal 2 times 2. So I can write 3 times 2 exponent 2. And 15 equal 3 times 5. 15 equal 3 times 5. Now LCM, take the common factors. As you see, we have here 3 and here 3 and here 3. So 3 is the common factors, but take it in the high exponent. Take it in the high exponent. So I can write 3 exponent 2 multiply by. Then the second step, take the non-common factors like 2 exponent 2 just here and 5 just here. This is non-common. This is non-common. So I can write 5 times 2 exponent 2. 3 exponent 2 is common, and 5 and 2 exponent 2 is non-common. Now you can solve the answer. 3 exponent 2 means 3 times 3 will be 9. And here we have 5, and 2 exponent 2. 2 exponent 2 means 4. Means 4. So 9 times 5, 9 times 5, 45. 45 multiplied by 4 will be 180. So 180 is LCM to these numbers 9 and 12 and 15. Here we have some videos. When you have free time, you can watch all these videos.
Okay, Mr.
And this is our lesson today.
Mr.
Now, who has a question now?
Mr. الحصة خلصت.
الحصة بتخلص على 10 و10. Who has a question now? Who has a question now?
أستاذ أنا عندي أنا.
تفضل.
أنا
ليش كومن فاكتور ناخذ الرقم الكبير؟ أوكي، وفي ال LCM ناخذ العدد الكبير. ليش؟
تمام. هلا بالجريتست كومن فاكتور انا مشان اوضح لكم اياها اكثر رح اشرحها في اللغه العربيه. الجريتست كومن فاكتورز يعني القاسم المشترك الاكبر، يعني اكبر قاسم او اعظم قاسم. فانا اذا عندي عددين، نلاحظ انه هالعددين في لهم مجموعه من القواسم. تمام. مثلا فلنفرض عندي خلينا ناخذ مثال. مثلا في عندي ال8 وال4، بدي احسب لهم الجريتست كومن فاكتورز. هلا انا وقت بدي في عمليه الحساب باخذ ال4 بكتبها 2 تايمز 2، وباخذ ال8 بكتبها 2 تايمز 2 تايمز 2، فبيطلع معي الجي سي اف والعوامل المشتركه فقط اللي هي 2 تايمز 2 اللي هي 2 اكسبوننت 2. تمام. معناتها شو هو القاسم طلع معي او الجريتست كومن فاكتور؟ بيطلع 2 تايمز 2 يعني 4. بس انت ملاحظ هلا الاربعه بيقسمها ل2 وال8 بتقسمها ل2. تمام. والأربعة بتقسمها الأربعة، والثمانية بتقسمها أيضا شو الأربعة. معناتها في عندي قاسمين، لكن مين أكبر قاسم؟ هو الأربعة. صح؟ إذا عندي قاسمين، ولكن مين أكبر قاسم؟ هو شو الأربعة. والأربعة شو طلع معنا؟ الجي سي اف، فلذلك سموه لي أكبر قاسم greatest common factor. greatest common factor. أما least common factor least common multiple اللي هو إذا ترجمناها للغة العربية يعني المضاعف المشترك الأصغر. طبعا كلمة مضاعف أنا شرحتها بالكلمات اللي هي المالتيبل تعني المضاعف. شو يعني مضاعف؟ أنا وقت بجيب عددين بضربهم ببعض بيطلع عدد بينتج عنهم. هالعدد هذا شو بسميه مالتيبل. يعني وقت قلت أنا 3 تايمز 5 شو بيعطيني 15. ال 15 شو بسميها؟ مضاعف ل3 ومضاعف ل5. مالتيبل فور 3 and مالتيبل فور 5. هلا أنا إذا أخذت لنفرض على سبيل المثال أخذت العددين مثلا 2 و3. إذا كتبت جدول الضرب للاثنين وكتبت جدول الضرب للثلاثة، بعدين طلعت عملت مقارنة بين جدول ضرب 2 وجدول ضرب 3 وأخذت الأعداد المشتركة بين الجدولين، رح نلاحظ مثلا في عندي أول شيء مشترك بيناتهم 6 على سبيل المثال، بعدين راح نلاحظ مثلا ال 12، راح نلاحظ ال 24 وهكذا. فلاحظ ان انت اول عدد مشترك هو ال6، وانت لو حسبت ال LCM لل2 وال3 شو بيعطيك ايضا 6. ففي عندك انت مجموعه من الاعداد المشتركه، ولكن اصغرها مين هو؟ ال6. فلذلك شو سموا لي least common factor. هذا هو سبب التسميه. Who has a question now?
هذا مراجعة.
Yes, this is review for LCM. Inshallah, next week we will start in a new lessons.
Mr.
Yes.
Can you take the attendance of the boys first?
Okay, no problem. Now we have time. We have time for attendance now. Now, who has a question inside our lesson? Who has a question inside our lesson? Okay. Yes, yes, Fatih.
أستاذ ليش اسم يعني السمبلست فورم لا دخل في ال LCM؟
السمبلست فورم لها علاقة has a relationship with the GCF, not LCM, with the GCF. When you want to do simplest form for any fraction, must to find the GCF for numerator and denominator. Then you can divide numerator and denominator by GCF. You can get the simplest form. Okay, Bati?
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Right. Now put your voice in mute and see with me this video now. Put your mic in mute, please. Put your mic in mute.
Hi, I'm Mr. Rutherford. In this problem, we will learn how to use the least common multiple to solve a problem. Fruit. Jessica is filling bags of fruit. She fills one bag with just apples, a second bag with just oranges, and a third bag with just pears. If each apple weighs 6 ounces, each orange weighs 8 ounces, and each pear weighs 9 ounces, at what point will each of the bags have the same weight? Well, first let's start with the apples. I'll use A to indicate apples. The apples weigh 6 ounces. Next we have our oranges, which I'll use the letter O, which are 8 ounces. And finally, our pears, which I'll use the letter P, they weigh 9 ounces. It says that we want to learn to use the least common multiple to solve the problem. So we need to figure out what numbers multiplied together to give us 6 here. And that would be 2 and 3. And those are both prime numbers, so we're done with the 6. Next we have 8. Well, 8 we have 2 times 4, but 4 is not prime, so we can use 2 and 2, and we can just go ahead and bring down the first 2. And finally, with 9, we have 3 times 3. Now we can only use prime factors once, so notice that from our first here to our second, we've repeated a 2. We're only going to use one of those, so I'm going to cross off this first 2. And notice here we've repeated our 3's. So I'm going to cross off one of the 3's. So now what we can do is we can multiply 2 times 2 times 2, and then we can multiply that times 3 times 3. So this will give us the smallest number of ounces that all of our bags can weigh when they're the same. If we multiply these 5 numbers, we get 72. So this indicates that our bags will weigh 72 ounces when they're all equal.
Hello, this is Mrs. Workman. List multiples to find the first 2 common multiples of 6 and 8. Common, of course, means the same. So we're going to list multiples of 6 and we're going to list multiples of 8 until we find 2 pairs that appear in both lists. So we'll start with 6. And what we're really doing is listing the 6 times table. 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 3 is 18. Another way to keep generating this list is to keep adding 6 to the number, and 6 more, and 6 more, and 6 more than that, 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 and I could keep doing this forever, but let's stop there for the time being, and let's go back and do the same thing for 8. So we're listing the multiples of 8. 8 times 1 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. 8 times 3 is 24. You could keep going that way, or you could add 8 to 24. Add 8. Add 8. Add 8. And again, I can continue this forever, but I'm going to stop and see if I can find 2 pairs of common multiples. So I'm looking across the list, and the first thing I notice is that a 24 appears in both lists. So that's the first common multiple for 6 and 8. I continue there, and I go across, and I see that 48 is another common multiple. I was asked to find the first 2 common multiples of 6 and 8, so they would be 24 and 48.
And in this example, as you see, here 6, and here multiplication table for number 6, and here 8, and here multiplication table for number 8. We have many common numbers between them. For example, we have 24 here and 24 here, and we have 48 here, and here we have 48. So we have 2 multiple, 24 and 48. But the LCM is what? The least one. This is 24. So because this is LCM, means least common multiple, because at the last answer, I take the least number, not the high number. So for this, the name LCM.
Mr.
Yes.
24 times 2 equal 48.
Yes. Okay, now I want to take the attendance now. Now all students, put your mic in mute. Just when you hear your name, say I'm here, and you can leave. Okay. We will start today from the boys. today إن شاء الله Thursday. We are in a next
أستاذ
period. Yes.
أستاذ أمس أنا كنت سعيد محمد المايك ما كان يشتغل، أنت حسبتني غايب.
طيب هلا بنحطك حضور، ما في مشكلة. طيب
أستاذ اليوم
إيه؟
إذا ما اشتغل، اليوم
نعم
إذا
أستاذ موجود.
قلت سعيد وما جاوبت عليك أنا حاضر. إنزين
خلاص ولا يهمك سعيد ولا يهمك. حارب
ما في تيشيرت.
حارب Where is حارب؟ Absent?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. حمد علي. حمد علي. حمد علي. اوكي أكيد. طيب منصور علي. منصور. حمدان.
نعم.
اوكي you can leave حمدان now. خالد.
مستر تناديني.
اوكي خالد you can leave now.
Okay, thank you. Call my name.
Daniel.
Yes.
You can leave now Daniel. زايد.
نعم مستر.
You can leave now. سعيد محمد here. Yes.
نعم أستاذ.
Okay سعيد you can leave now. سلطان علي. سلطان علي. Absent. Okay. طيب سلطان غازي. سلطان غازي here. سلطان العتيبي. Absent. Okay. عامر. عامر. عامر here.
عامر موجود بس المايك ماله مش
موجود.
يشتغل.
اوكي. طيب عبد الله الحمادي. عبد الله.
موجود.
كان ليف ناو يلا.
باي مستر.
باي. عبد الله راشد.
نعم.
اوكي يو كان ليف ناو عبد الله. عبد الله الجابري.
نعم.
اوكي يو كان ليف عبد الله ناو. يو كان ليف ناو. عبد الله مسعود. عبد الله الأحبابي. عبد الله الأحبابي.
I want to pick.
عمر أشرف. عمر. اوكي. عمر الشامسي. عمر الشامسي. فلاح.
نعم.
اوكي يو كان ليف فلاح ناو.
الكل. عند البنات؟ لا.
مايد.
نعم.
يو كان ليف ناو مايد.
أستاذ في واجب في برنامج ألف اليوم.
إن شاء الله إن شاء الله. محمد الحمادي. محمد الحمادي. محمد الحمادي.
مستر أطلع.
طيب محمد سعيد السريحي.
نعم.
اوكي كان ليف ناو محمد. محمد سهيل.
نعم.
كان ليف ناو. مطاوع. معاذ.
Here.
اوكي يو كان ليف ناو معاذ. You can leave now. All boys please, all boys leave now. All boys. Okay, now for girls. Asil.
Here.
Okay, you can leave now Asil. اليازيا.
ما طيع يطلعني.
اليازيا.
مستر لياقة موجودة قاعدة تتكلم في الشات.
اوكي. جود.
هنا.
جود.
Here she went.
Okay.
Went to the
Ina?
toilet. Yes, mister. I am here.
Yes. You can leave now. روضة.
نعم مستر.
Okay, you can leave now, روضة.
Okay.
شمسة فيصل.
Here.
Okay, you can leave now, Shams. Now, Sheikh Ahmad. Sheikh Ahmad.
Here.
Okay, you can leave now. Sheikh Badr.
Here mister.
Okay, you can leave now. Alia.
Here.
You can leave now, Alia. Latifa. Latifa. Yes, you can leave now.
نعم.
You can leave now. Lean. Lean. Okay, okay, you can leave now, Lean. Maria. Maria. Absent? Okay. Marwa. Marwa.
Here.
Okay. You can leave now. Mariam.
Here.
Mariam here?
Yes.
Yes, you can leave now. Mahra Faisal.
Here mister.
You can leave now. Moza. Moza Eid.
Here.
Yes, you can leave
Here.
now. Nagam.
Yes here.
You can leave now. Noura. Noura Dhafir. Noura. Absent? Okay. طيب. هاجر.
نعم مستر.
You can leave now, هاجر. مهرة خلفان.
نعم مستر.
Okay, great. You can leave now. Now, all students, please leave now. This is our lesson today, least common factor. Thank you for your listening. Have a nice day. See you, inshallah, next Sunday. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.